Okay, so let's get down to those common steps that I spoke about earlier. So I want to configure this PLC for Modbus TCP IP communication. What are the steps? Well, there are just two steps. Step one is to locate the appropriate communications port and configure it for the Modbus protocol, or the Modbus TCP IP protocol in this case. And the appropriate communications port is going to be our Ethernet communications port that we will see a little later on. We will need two things to do this. First, we need to get the device documentation, and we also need to get the device configuration software. So the documentation obviously is going to tell us how to configure that port, what to use, and so on. And the configuration software, we will need that as well to physically configure the port. All right. We will be using something called NetEdit 3, which is from Automation Direct, to do that configuration, and we'll see that later on. Okay, so the second step is to get the Modbus memory map for the device. And this is very, very important. We need to know what registers, Modbus registers, are mapped to what I/O points. And I'll show you exactly what I mean a little further on. Once again, this is in the device documentation. All right. So the device documentation is very, very important. PLC manufacturers and automation manufacturers don't have one single standard for doing configuration. There's always some different ways, some caveats, some exception. So it differs from device to device. However, these two steps tend to remain common from device to device as well. Okay.